Alright, last time on Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. We've gotten through most of the gorgeous musical castle, and now we must face off against Dancin' and Lily. Quit calling me that. I don't like this run-on joke.
You're treating the name Fernandez as being inherently goofy, but there are like a huge number of people called Fernandez.
Oh no, they're secret powers. Oh, we didn't factor this in. They've got extra confidence. Yep, there's literally no way they can defeat us. I can't think of anything they could do. Ah shit, they're finally in the same room. We haven't had to deal with that for this whole game, and now they're gonna deal with us, guys. Okay, that's a weird way to go about this, but okay.
This is just making me glad that the term Stan had not been so watered down by this point. Actually, this probably wasn't that long after the song was released, so it would have been really fucking weird to reference Eminem in the Goemon game.
And now, the culmination of their work through the whole game.
Look out, Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I think you joked in one of the earlier parts that they were just doing all this to put on a show or something like that, and yes.
Funding their vanity project.
They just had to have their extremely good show in space. Oh shit, it's working.
Look on the bright side, Goemon. They could have been putting on a production of Cats.
Oh no, it's the Cats alarm! 120 seconds until Jellicle Cats.
And we're suddenly playing Metroid. Here we go.
That wasn't 20 seconds. Hold on. Alright, this is the final save. You might want to take it, because things are about to get tough. Because, of course, Dancin' and Lily have their theme, Gorgeous My Stage, but we have a theme as well. Goemon always gets this one, being the main character, even if you're playing as somebody else at this point.
Ooh.
It's a good thing that these sequences just delay time bombs.
Just towards the end of this, the explosion goes off, because this has been longer than 100 seconds.
Now, if it happened there, it would just make us look cooler.
Yeah, I noticed the translation translated one English word to another English word.
Yeah, I've mentioned that before, but,
Fuck.
well, I've mentioned to you, but not on video, I don't think.
Okay,
It's just,
good. So this was all planned.
Yeah, it went especially at the end, it's easy to notice. It says, "I am the best, I'm Impact in the version on the N64, but the actual line, even the one you hear them say, is, "I am gorgeous." Yeah, there are 3 different repetitions of, I am something, I am Impact, in, like, the full song. I don't remember what the others are, but yeah, for some reason they translated it like that.
You say for some reason. I mean, gorgeous is kind of a weird non sequitur, but this whole game is a weird non sequitur, so maybe they should have just kept it.
Especially since, again, that's in English. You can hear them say it if you pay attention.
Most people don't. Most people hear foreign languages and completely zone out.
I'm just gonna check out of this one. Alright, and there we go. Yeah, there's a lot of tight timings in that Impact section, but I made it through, which is good, because it's time for the final boss, which the emulator just hates this. The emulator hates it so much. Everything else in this game played fine, but oh boy, this is rough, and I'm so sorry.
Not everything. Those explosions were causing problems.
Oh, this is Balbera. It is the Peach UFO we saw at the start, but armed now. So yes, as I said, you are going to want a good run for the previous Impact section. You want as much HP and Rio going into this as possible. Rio especially for this section because it's just the way you damage it. See, your punches are not in range of the cannons. There's very few things your punching can hit, in fact. Oh god, the emulator hates it so much. So yeah, basically, you're just going to want to start by destroying everything on the front of the ship. The laser especially, that's easy enough to destroy. Cannons are pretty easy as well, and then once you get to the leaf, just go wild once these things appear.
I remember this from Star Fox. Once you blow up all the guns, it's going to pretend to surrender, but it's going to turn around and have more guns.
Alright, I give up. If this does not work!
You're not as stupid as you look! I don't know why they started strangling that man halfway through that line.
It gets the desired voices across.
Anyways, you mentioned emulation. Would you happen to know how big the ROM is for this game?
I don't.
Because I want to know how much of it is just the songs.
Oh, probably a fair bit, yeah.
Probably an absurd amount, comparatively.
Yeah, like they're compressed, but they sound pretty good still, so... Imagine it's a big ROM. Anyway. So we've destroyed all of the other sections of the ship. However, now we have this center bit left, and it has far too much HP. So we're pretty much just going to be here... Oh wait, no, we have to destroy the leaf one more time. Then we're just going to be focusing... Yeah, I had literally one hit left on that thing, darn it. But yeah, now we're just going to hang around in the center. If you want to get Rio back, punch the peaches, and you'll get your bullets back. Eventually, they'll just start heading right for you, so... Whoop. Let me slowly make my way over to punch these guys. There we go. And now that's a money recharge, so that we can destroy the ship some more. And oh boy, look at that, 700 HP left.
Yeah, should have gotten the hyper laser upgrade. You'd be done by now. So the rest of the Impact fights have been like really cool with interesting mechanics, even if they might have played a little roughly. This is just a fucking we have Star Fox at home meme.
That's mostly pretty fun until you get to this segment, you know. Like, you can always appreciate a good blowing up a ship bit-by-bit segment, but like, yeah, it has a little too much HP for the end here. I forget if I just, for some reason, did not use the laser, or if it doesn't work. And there goes the UFO. It's done. However, the Peach Mountain Bandits are not. Danson's still laughing. And now we get the much cooler fight that the emulator still hates against Détois, which is French for canvas. And god, this design is so cool. I love this one so much. This is a rad mech. Alright, so Détois. You would think these bullets wouldn't be so bad to take care of, and it's probably one of his easier attacks to deal with. One important thing to note about this fight, though, is Détois can put up a shield, so if you want to use the laser, don't just use it at any point, because already you can see, hey, this guy can probably dodge pretty easily, but yeah, that shield will also block a laser, and also, yeah, he just spin dashes at you, too.
Get over here.
So yeah, typically you're going to want to use the laser at the end of one of those combos anyway, but yeah, even then, like, I definitely could have done that input a little bit faster, but he was moving and shielding. There, I put it in way too late. You don't have a lot of time to do that. There is an ideal time to use the laser. Oh god, I'm fucking up. Man, I really wanted to grapple him. I don't know why I was doing this. That was a bad idea. Anyway, though, there is an ideal time to laser Détois. Even more so than just that, because yeah, even looking at it there, Détois does not take a lot of time to recover. It's a very fast-moving boss, and of course is the reason that I had to do a second take of this, because I absolutely went down to this guy.
Depending on how difficult the input is, you probably just have to do it while he's flying. Because he's not landing in a random place, he's landing where your cursor is already pointed.
Alright, now here's a super move where he just fucking summons meteors. Well, I guess they're asteroids, aren't they? Impact is not a planet, as far as I know. Ow.
I don't even need to dodge that one.
I'm showing off how cool and tough I am by taking a meteor to the face. Asteroid, sorry. The nice thing about that attack is, though, you can delay the asteroid's movement a little bit by punching it, so you probably noticed, but yeah, I was able to slow them down ever so slightly. Anyway, here's the hard bullet attack. Oh god, oh this one, oh god, get me with the little shots. Oh, that's not supposed to be effective. Détois, you've been watching Dragon Ball and just said, screw it. All those tiny shots that don't do anything, what if instead they did do something? Tiny shot enthusiast Détois over here.
It's a joke fight that I've always been waiting for in Dragon Ball.
just a villain who looks super imposing, but then somebody just uses the tiny shots on him and they go down.
Or like, they block most of the tiny shots, but a single one gets through it and KOs them instantly, because they still hit really, really hard. So if you don't block it, it's gonna hurt.
Anyway, that is the moment you want to use the laser. Détois does fade away after a moment, so you still have to time that correctly, but yeah, good opportunity to laser him because he's not putting up his shield at that point. The tiny bullets, however, yeah, my tiny bullets will not work. He's prepared for that too.
Yeah, that laser turned this whole fight around, huh?
Yeah, he is almost dead, but then again, so am I. 110 oil, that can just disappear in a moment.
Yeah, I think like 2 of those shots did 40. Oh god, that did like 50.
Yeah.
Well, it's not an anime if it doesn't come down to the very last bit of health.
Yeah, literally the last hit 10 oil left. That was the final clash.
If only you could have finished him off with a laser.
It was a cool desperation attack instead. But, that is the end of Detoire, which is a shame, because God, I even love saying Detoire. What a good name for a mech. What a good mech. Good boss you had there, guys.
Yeah. So, actually, since I already made the Dragon Ball comparison, big fights in Dragon Ball rarely end with the coolest attack.
Mm-hmm. Your evil plans will end as of now. Because my robot's going to punch you. I know she's calling him an idiot because I've watched animes before.
Any viewers who played this game as a child, you're just like, God damn it, I know what she's saying now.
And so, Danson and Lily became just SNES Fire Emblem portraits in space because they're dead. Now he really has become a star in outer space from us killing him.
Yeah.
See you later, kids.
That was the last thing they saw as they died.
The unspeakable horror
I wish
of
it just
impact.
blew up. I wish the Earth just blew up instead of that sparkle.
Well, I guess Impact is gonna head off somewhere again to film another movie. He's always so busy. Oh yeah, Kyushu's still in space, huh? Whoops, yeah. Oh darn, think they're alright? Oh yeah, no, Kyushu's just re-entering the planet's atmosphere. Okay, it's fine. And it's gonna touch down into the ocean, which will also not cause any problems, and there we go! I guess it was actually the time bomb that saved the day. The time bomb they used just destroyed the thing that kept Kyushu in space. Alright, well, all's well that ends well, I guess.
The fucking island's destroyed. They're here for Yae, don't kid yourself. Yae and possibly Sasuke.
Have these girls never been happy before? Do we know them personally? Wait a minute. The problem here was that Danson and Lily were fucking destroyed. Oh no! What? Oh no, it's their fans! Girl B, no! I thought we were friends! And they were all killed. The end. Alright, that was Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Dang, what a game. There is truly nothing else like it. And you know, honestly, playing it, other than the camera controls or lack thereof, it actually plays pretty well. Wait, hold on a sec, I gotta stop myself here. So, one small problem with recording these so far ahead is, it was actually pointed out in the comments that, I have been wrong about the camera controls all this time. there are camera controls. They're just not as immediately obvious as they would be if I were using a controller with a right stick on them, something a little more modern, but like, they do exist. And I don't know how I've never noticed that, because I did have to look through the manual at one point to find the impact controls, so like, I looked at the source, I don't know how I missed that. I guess selective reading can be a problem sometimes. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, apologies about that, because that's kind of a big error. But I started uploading these, like, when we were recording the second to last episode. So, like, yeah, I haven't really been able to fix that till now. But yeah, it wasn't actually an issue, which is good in the game's favor. That means... No, yeah, this game controls very well. In fact, it controls so well that you don't even need the camera controls to necessarily play the game. You can get by without them. I've proven a point that, quite frankly, I had zero interest in actually proving. But hey, maybe I can make one of those videos like, can you beat Mystical Ninja starring Goemon without camera controls? The answer is yes. But yeah, that's all I needed to say, so back to the wrap-up. It's a bit janky here and there, but I really enjoyed my time with it. Also plays a bit more fast and loose than like your typical Zelda game. Maybe it's not as well structured, but I am fine with that. I adore the charm of this game. Just, its weird world and all of the people in it are just absolutely fantastic and make a vibe that you really don't see in many other games.
And as far as Zelda's... I don't like this scene. Why is this in the game?
Bad. That one's bad, just ignore it.
I was gonna say, as far as Zelda's concerned, like, thinking of Wind Waker, the things that people tend to remember about the game are when it broke convention and was less structured.
Yeah, but just looking over the dungeons as well. Again, not like super intricate like Zelda dungeons are, but they all have their own aesthetics and they're all pretty good, and just the dynamic music in each dungeon is really good as well. Helps make it just very good, engaging soundtrack, I guess.
It does feel like a good mix of Super Mario 64 and the 64 Zelda games.
Yeah, honestly, like, part of the thing I like about this world is that it is just like the kind of overworld you saw in this period, rather than, later open worlds. It kind of reminds me of Mega Man Legends in that it's just this nice... Like, it's not quite as focused on a single place like Legends is, but, you get kind of used to the areas, and it's nice seeing them, and they feel kind of cozy in their own way.
Yeah, as Yakuza fans, it should be obvious that we prefer that style of open world to the ones that emphasize their size. It's not even like give us stuff to do, it's like make each area recognizable and interesting.
Also, you know what, since we've seen a bunch of them on screen through the credits, I also like that this game has 4 playable characters. They all play a little bit differently. It's pretty good for N64. They all have their tools that they can use, and they're all pretty interesting in the ways they play differently. It's just a shame Yay exists so that I don't care about any other characters.
Your impulse to simp is terrifying, honey.
But yeah, I can't think of much else to say. I do love this game's weird sense of humor, which is probably weird in a different way from its original, Japanese version. Is one of those translations where, like, it's kind of faithful, but also it is just this weird beast where it feels like it didn't translate anything, but also translated everything.
Yeah.
And it just makes for very interesting jokes that kind of almost wind up being anti-humor in how they don't land, because it's Japanese jokes being translated into English relatively directly.
Well, I can say that I like this LP enough that I'm going to look for a reproduction card of this game for my 64 collection.
Nice.
Definitely gonna go for a reproduction card because this is absolutely the type of game that's like $400 on eBay or something stupid like that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, there's no way it's not expensive. And lastly, if you were wondering, are there any rewards for getting all of the fortune dolls other than just having a max life bar that you didn't even need for the final boss? The answer is yes. You get consecutive fighting large boss mode, which is a boss rush specifically for the impact fights, so you can just play those over again. I'm not going to be doing that for the LP because, it's just fighting the bosses again. The only reward you get from that is just, an end screen for doing it, which I'll put up for the LP right here, so you can look at that. I'm pretty sure it's Impact's face, so have fun with this. We're ending on Impact's face. So yeah, in that case, unless you have something else to say...
I can't say anything because the longer I talk, the longer Impact's face is going to be on screen.
Good point. Alright, well then, I've been Fefner.
I've been Loka.
I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time for whatever we do next. 熱い血潮よって覚ませ